I've learned a new skill and I call it entrepreneurial audacity. And frankly, within this context, it's just a way of euphemising shamelessness. For years, I used to believe that success in business is determined by showing skillfulness and rendering a service or building a product. But it turned out to be that was my naivety in display. Because in business, when the value you offer doesn't convert to income, there is truly no value being offered. And that conversion is why I had to develop entrepreneurial audacity, boldly and fearlessly pitching my business despite uncertainty, despite criticism, and despite the fear of failure. You best believe that entrepreneurship is the journey of 1,000 pitches. You need to pitch in order to sell your ideas to your team, to your customers, to your partners, and to potential investors. And that ability to act, to ask, to sell, to network, and to promote your ideas without being constrained by social judgment is going to help you steadily build the kind of business that you're aiming to build. With this ability, you're going to build a team that is invested in your brand. You're going to form partnerships bigger than your brand, and you're definitely going to get your solutions out into the market sooner than you expect. So if you want to develop entrepreneurial audacity too, take inspiration from these 3 things that I did to acquire this feat. Firstly, nobody cares. You need to overcome your fear of judgment. In order to add something new into your life, you must be willing to remove something. And most people don't realize that. The first thing that I had to remove in mine was the fear of what people thought about me. It really doesn't matter how many cringe content I put out there, and it really doesn't matter who is watching. 2026 makes it about 5 years since I disabled read receipts on my WhatsApp. I don't know who watches my stories. I don't know who likes them. In fact, I don't want them to know if I watch theirs either. And I've recently considered also disabling like counts or views on my other social media platform. It really doesn't matter as long as you put out good content, you put out good work. That is all that matters. I applied the same logic to my business, and when I pitch my idea to someone, I am not focused on them approving or disapproving. I just do my best to communicate the value, and if at the end of the day I get a negative response, it's still positive for me because a negative response is better than no response at all. Secondly, be prepared. I have carried this phrase with me ever since I was in the Boy Scout at age 11, because as an entrepreneur, your confidence stems from the skills that you have, the information that you hold, and the results that you create. Pitching is arguably one of the most important skills that an entrepreneur needs. And if you cannot explain what you actually do, whether you explain it well or not, in a matter of seconds, you will lose people's attention and your business will struggle to grow. Take for example, you could be at a gym, at a restaurant, or at any event at all, and a potential client or investor walks by. If you're not handy with a 30 seconds to 60 seconds pitch, you may lose that opportunity forever. Lastly, be relentless. The capacity for you to withstand rejection and continue to pursue opportunities is an invaluable skill, and it is very important for your growth. Rejection helps you refine your ideas, it helps you refine your approach, and just see it as a feedback that helps you reposition yourself. And sometimes when people tell you no, it just means try again later, try again better, or maybe even try again faster. This mindset has helped me get into partnerships with big organizations that I would never imagine prior to now, because I decided to not care about being judged, because I decided to prepare myself, and because I decided to be relentless. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel, as I'll be sharing more tips like this.